mindfulness, imagination, creativity, and dreams. First of all, remember my definition of mindfulness. Mindfulness was when we actually had curiosity, we had presence, we had awareness, we had compassion, and we had acceptance, okay? So the first thing that relates to imagination and creativity is the curiosity. So if we brought curiosity into our arena of life, meaning that saying, I wonder, when you wonder, you are in a complete energetic space that you haven't been. In fact, it's one of the most beautiful, if you like, spiritual experiences. Start with I wonder. I wonder. Because we usually worry, we don't wonder. So the worry is going to the imagination in the negative sense. And wonder, curiosity, takes you completely to a different world. When I say I wonder, meaning I'm going to a place that has never ever been. I wonder how it feels like if I could, I don't know, fly, something that I haven't done, right? So the mindfulness where it is helpful is one is the curiosity, two is the presence that we have to how programmed we are. So that presence, that awareness, so we already used 3 aspects of mindfulness, that most people don't even know how programmed they are. And when we say that, I mean, I see people defending it and saying, no, I'm not. Well, that's what do you expect? And they start, and I'm saying the first step to that awakening experience, to that awareness experience, is to understand how programmed we are. And until we do that, until we really understand how programmed we are, we cannot wake up. I need to know that I'm sleeping in order to wake up. So these 3 aspects. And then acceptance is also very important, because sometimes we fight with what is, and we stay in that fighting with what is actually what really makes it strong for us and guarantees and warranties that we stay in that state. So and that's why I have a little bit of a problem, and I know people are going to object to this, with activism, because activism allows us to get stuck. And if you remember the famous statement of Mother Teresa, that they said to her to come and protest against war. And she told them, there is a lot of wisdom in that statement. Apparently, she told them, the day that you work for peace, call me. But until you are working against things, I cannot be a part of that. Because in that against, so say I am against whatever it is that I don't like, I am really staying energetically in that arena and giving energy to that which is. And we don't understand the value of our energy. So I give an example, and this is very interesting when I use this example, especially for people when they worry for each other, the loved ones. And they say, but I'm worried about them because I love them, right? I love my lover, I love my child, I love my cousin, my friend, and I'm worried about them. I asked my family to please don't tell family members, because we come from a tribe, that I have COVID, because most people go down when somebody is sick. And just guess what happens. So say I have an enemy and I have a friend. They both hear that I have COVID. And I was pretty close to dying, and I'm not exaggerating that. I was this close. Maybe we make a course on that. And so the friend worries. And he says, oh my God, Mitra is in a bad state. What if she dies? Oh my God, she's in a lot of pain. Guess what he's vibrating for me? He's vibrating worry. Oh my God. These are all negative emotions, okay, and vibrations. And guess what my so-called enemy, not that I'm aware of one, is vibrating if they get happy and they say, oh, I'm so glad. She deserves to go through pain. She deserves to die, right? Believe it or not, vibrationally speaking, these two people are vibrating and sending me exactly same energetic vibes. This is so important for us to understand, to become responsible for our vibrations and how we're emoting energy. So the so-called enemy and a friend who is worried are both sending me the same kind of energy. This is a huge statement I'm making. So it is not your intention, but what emotion, what energy you are vibrating that determines what you're sending toward me and toward yourself, most importantly. So that's mindfulness, the importance of mindfulness in imagination. Dreaming is our subconscious giving us images, giving us colors, giving us experiences. So sleeping and dreaming, imagination, worrying, they are all made out of same experience, except their nature is different. We have very rarely actively sat there to imagine what we want. And the moment we do, we go to, oh my God, we go back to the fear because that's the program that we are most familiar with. The story that I told you about the swimming pools, that I was working with these wonderful, successful people. And immediately when I say go with unlimited number of swimming pools, immediately their thinking mind comes in and they says, oh God, how many pools do you need? Do you know about the expenses? And it completely forgets that this is imagination. This is, you don't need to pay bills for your imagination. But fearful, familiar stops the imagination. So there is a huge connection between our mindfulness practices and principles of mindfulness and our imagination, our positive, creative imagination. This is very, very underused aspect of our experiences. And if anything, this pandemic is telling us is that we need new normals. And unless we go to our imagination, we're going to create our unhealthy normals of the past and recreate them all over again. This is our opportunity to really do something different. That's why I thought this would be a very timely course for us to all practice. It's an inheritance that has been given to all of us, and very rarely any of us uses it for their benefit. You can use your avatar to really determine who you want to be, what you want to do, and what you want to have. That's the physical part. But who you really want to be. Can you imagine yourself? If you can imagine it, you can be it.